Hey guys, what is up? So I've been feeling like I could maybe open it up again. Oh, what is your channel consist of? Oh shit. Y'all, I gotta get up early. Well, not early, but like at 10. Well, that's still early for me, child. I have to do some stuff. I've been feeling like I could maybe open it up again. Nothing at the moment. You're funny. You should definitely start posting for sure. How do y'all feel about the silent lives? You guys like it, or do you guys prefer to hear me talk? Wow, it's only been not even an hour, child. It's only 56 minutes. Yeah, no, me too. I like talking more, and everyone's like, you should just talk. I'm like, but sometimes y'all is just like, let me just, chill a little bit. Yeah, wait, Micah, have you been on my live before, or are you new? Because you look kind of familiar. And. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen you on another. Maybe I saw you on another live stream. I don't know. Your name just looked very familiar. But. Oh, okay. Follow me on Instagram. I would appreciate it. Let me post it on the poll if you guys want to. He came here for the love. You're funny. No, I had it on silent. I'm like, let me just talk. Let me just get up and stretch a bit. Cause I have another phone. Please send me the payment link. Oh, for Tara with Preeti. Hold on, y'all. So client sent me a PayPal to send them a link. Yeah, Andre, I feel like so I was getting like, no, it's not gonna be from Brian, but you're gonna get back with Daryl. You guys are gonna have a situation, and then I feel like you could possibly meet another guy while dealing with Brian, or maybe it's like you have an on and off thing with Daryl, and then you talk to a new guy. I don't know who this guy is gonna be, but then you have intimacy with this guy while having an on and off relationship with Daryl, and then you're gonna be kind of like, I don't know, maybe you may kind of question who's the dad. Hopefully that's not the case. But um wait, what does it say? Catastrophic. Wow, catastrophic error as hundreds of doctors told they passed exams they failed. Bruh, that's fucking sad. For longest you was getting a yes to Brian and I having a baby together. I said yes to you having Brian. You remember having a baby together? See, I always got confused with like the names, child. I don't remember saying yes to that, but just commented on your short end. Hmm. I would have to do a reading then, because when I got the hermit card, to me, hermit card would be like a no card, but I would have to pull more cards on that. But when I got for the other one, I was like, yeah, you guys are gonna have like something, but then I see another person in coming in. So I mean, it could be Brian, but when I asked this time, it I got the hermit card. But maybe to the way we asked the question too, because when we say or it could be, this, and that. So when is Brian getting out? Hmm. I for sure see you dealing with two men. So, ciao. But guys, follow me on Instagram. Thank you. Have we ever done a reading on Bryant? Ah, that's why. Yeah. I still feel like you're gonna still be like when this guy comes, like you're still gonna be talking to Brian, or you're gonna. Well, okay, this is what I kind of feel is gonna happen. I feel like you and Brian, there may be a period where you guys stop communicating, but then you guys talk again, and then you guys are gonna be like having this like conversations. But I feel like with the other guy being in the energy, it's gonna make you kind of feel very conflicted about what you should do next. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if you and Brian have a disagreement and then you guys, like I said, don't talk for a little bit and you guys talk again in the future. But I still see you guys in the future still talking. It's just the Two of Pentacles is like maybe there's, this energy of like not knowing what to do. Please be careful. Do you have an iPhone? Do you have an iPhone, Micah or Mika? See, I have an Android. Ah, you've been distant with Brian. Okay, okay, that makes sense. How did you meet Brian? I'm curious. Mm, see, I have a well, yeah, I have a 5G. Yeah, I don't know. He's a good man to me, but lately we've both been distant. Yeah, that makes sense. You known each other for a while. And what part of Cali does he live? Out him. Oh, okay. So that's you live where again? Fresno. That's actually that's past Bakersfield, right? Because that's not that's like a 2 hours away from me. Tracy. I do have a question to ask you on your page and on your show. I feel like it'd be weird to ask fast to hear. Micah, Micah, what's T? You got a girlfriend? You used to live by the Bay Area. Used to live by the Bay Area. So where do you live now? Oh no! I know. I was asking. I was like, I was just pulling a card and I saw a girl in your energy. I'm like, oh, I wonder if you have a girlfriend or something. I was just being nosy. I like to know the tea. Yeah. 'Cause I saw this Queen of Wands. I'm like, oh, is there like a girl in his energy? Yeah, I just like to pull. Sometimes I'm nosy, y'all. I'm sorry. I live by Tracy. Oh, I don't know where that's at. Tracy, that sounds funny. Oh, it was rescheduled? Yeah, I was gonna ask you, was it changed? That's crazy. Wow, I was gonna ask you, did you see him on? I think you said it was supposed to be Tuesday, huh? By Stockton. Oh, that's where you, okay, you're close by. Hmm. So, oh, that's sweet. You should send me a pic. What is he cute? Does he look good? See, I love a dominant man. I love when a man says that he owns me or I owe him because I like to play with him and then make him feel like, you know, my toxic self. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, he make a move tonight. He better. He better throw you on that bed and be like, Miss Grace, you're mine. Let's see. Will he make a move tonight? Yes, I got the strength card up right. He's gonna like hold back. He's like, man, I gotta get to her. And just when you're about to like, he's gonna grab you and be like, bah. So it's Grace. You're funny. Exactly. You better. You know, Capricorns when they get freaky, they get freaky. So he looks innocent on the outside. Yeah, that's T. Exactly. I'm dead. Micah, what is your zodiac sign? What are you, a water sign, fire sign? You're welcome, Miss Grace. Or M Grace, sorry. You're welcome. Alright, update me. Can I ask if Ryan and I will have a baby together? Well, here's what's gonna happen. Me, you, and him are gonna have a baby together, so that's why the Two of Pentacles was there, because you're gonna be like confused if I'm the dad or he's the dad. So I'm dead. Why does someone give you school shooter vibes? I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Bro, someone in the El Chato gives me school shooter vibes. I'm gonna say I'm messy. Andrea, do you know who? Me being messy right now. No. I'm glad you didn't catch the drift. But let's see. No, it's not you. It's not Anne. It's not Miss Grace. Y'all are cool. Who is? Let's see who this is. No, I'm gonna say it again. No, no. I don't know. I don't want to get mad. I wish I was back in Texas. No, girl, I'm not gonna. Nah. Imagine someone sends me a death threat on my. They email me like, "Yeah, I was on your live yesterday." This would be a threat. I'm dead. Oh, if they're a school shooter, let's see. Are they a school shooter? Yes or no? Wait, no. Do they have it in them to be a school shooter? Yes or no? Page of Wands reversed. I guess not. No, but they're kind of. I don't know. I wish I was back in Texas with those wide opens. I'm not. That's no. I know it's not you. It's not you. Is it Andrea? No. Is it Anne? Mooncard? No. Is it Miss Grace? No. It's a male. I got the Emperor. It's a guy. I wish I was back in Texas. I have kids of my own. I can't do that, especially. Child. I will fuck someone up if someone play with my kid. I know. I feel bad for like the poor parents when their kids, they get killed in school shootings. So sad. I remember like what was it, 2020? What was it, 2022 or three? There was like a school shooting, not near where I live, but it was like 30 minutes away. Child. And my dad worked near that school, so when that day happened, he saw all these, of course, he saw the police ambulances going to that school, and it was on the news. Fuck, what was the school called? It was in Valencia. You guys remember that? I think no, the kid shot. He killed a few students. There was like I think 3 or 4 kids that died, which is sad. I know, cause it's like, bro, like I mean, school is already hell. I don't want to. And then it's like, imagine you get your last breath, your last life, your last sight is at school, and you get murdered. Child. Uh, uh, uh. I'm feeling bad when someone's supposed to. When I was going to school, we didn't hear about all that stuff. Now that like older, it's like now you hear about school shootings, and I remember though when like bullying was a thing when in California where people got bullied, like a lot of kids were like killing themselves, and then a lot of policies change in schools where the schools are like getting very strict. I remember when my cousin, he was something else. My cousin made a fake account, and we all went to the same school. It's like a charter slash middle slash high school. And him and his friend in his class, they made a Facebook profile, and they were adding all the kids from the school, and they were making fun of all the kids. And then apparently the kids got really upset, and they ended up, the kids are like, oh, this is someone that goes to the school because this person's adding everyone from the school. And then it got to a point where they reported it to the principal. The principal was like, okay, if whoever is behind this account doesn't delete this account, the police are going to get involved. Bruh. And I didn't know it was my cousin at the time until he later on he told me. He's like, yeah, that was me. And then it's so weird because his mom, my cousin, my aunt enables my cousin. Like he like, girl, he's like he doesn't work, he doesn't do anything, and she enables his behavior. And I remember when she found that out, she laughed, she thought it was funny. I'm like, girl, he could have went to jail, or they could have pressed charges on him. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't go to school now. I don't know how it is now at schools, but I would rather be homeschooled. I wouldn't want to go to school now. It just I think it's too weird, and they teach the kids weird things now. Like, yeah, like literally. Okay, so last year when I was staying with my aunt for a bit, um, I was with her for like staying her with her for like 2 months. My cousin literally all he ever did was smoke pot, and he never worked. He didn't get a job. He never went, bro. He slept the whole day. Like he didn't do anything. And I remember how he was like weird because he had like these little magnets on his little refrigerator in the garage, and I happened to like accidentally touch his magnet with my leg when I was using the chair to like, do readings. And he told my aunt, oh, he touched my magnets, and then she ended up text. It was the weirdest shit. But I'm like, he's a grown ass man. He's acting like a kid, like. And then the fucked up part was last year in May. It was Memorial Day, I think, or I don't know what Memorial Day or whatever that day was in May, and he had this chair that he had brought, like this table, I guess what happened was that he put it in the garage, and that night I had gotten McDonald's, and I put the bag on the table, right? I never touched I didn't bump into it. I remember very clearly. And my uncle came in the garage, and he was just in there, and he went to go get something, and he left. And I just put my McDonald's bag on the table, like, and then I took it, back and whatever. The next day, my aunt texted me, she's like, oh, you can't stay here anymore because blah 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 said that you broke the table in the garage. I'm like, what the fuck? Child, I did not break that table. But it was a blessing in disguise, because because what happened was that my house, back in January last year, my house, there was a house fire in my house, so I had to stay with my aunt for a bit, for like 2 months, while they were rebuilding my house. So that's what happened. I don't think he wanted me there. I feel like he felt some type of way, because I remember he had made like homophobic comments too when like he was drunk with his friend that would come over. He was like, oh fuck, like he was like, I knew he was talking about me, but he was in his little room, because I used to like, we were like, I was sleeping in one room, and his room was like right there, and I used to hear everything. I knew he was referencing me, but he was drunk. So what happened was that the electrical in my mom's room, the electrical cord, it was like old, and then it caught fire. And then I remember my house didn't burn down completely. It was just the room, but then the smoke inhalation, the house was old, so when the smoke went all over the house, it ruined the walls. So that's what happened. I remember that day was January 31st, bro. I remember I was so like, and then that's when I had Bella, my dog. I don't know if you guys remember her. They saved her, and my cats thankfully were safe. But I remember when, yeah, that's me and Bella. I had to go stay with my aunt for a bit, and that was like, oh, that was such. And I knew I didn't want to go there, but I didn't have a choice at the time. You know, I didn't have anywhere else to go temporarily because all my friends lived far away. They all lived in San Bernardino. They lived so far. So it's not like I can go over there. So I had to stay over here. And yeah. And he was a Gemini. Yeah, so that happened in May, and then I ended up leaving, and then I ended up like staying temporarily in my like I want to say garage, but it was like it's my garage basically, but we converted it to like a little home, and I was there for like a bit, and then finally when they finished the house in August, that's when we moved in. So, yep. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I had my petty ass, and this is what I did. I was so smart. So, oh, see, I love female Geminis. It's just the male Geminis I don't really like. I think they're very two-faced and I think they're weird as fuck. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like when my cousin did that and he lied and my aunt kicked me out, which was fucked up because I had Bella with me, and I had to go back and get my stuff. Um, I was so mad at my cousin. I was like, I planned. You know what I plotted? I was like, I'm gonna go to his house late at night and pop his tires. So I was so mad because I know he had a car and sometimes he would be productive and go get something or he'd go out or whatever he would do. I know he didn't work. He would just either go to the store or he would like go do some. Oh, yeah, he used to smoke too. So he would go to the shop and buy some stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me go really late at night, slash his tires. And I slashed about, I think you slash three. If you slash a certain amount, AAA, like, I don't think that they can. I researched it. I don't know if it was like you slash three tires, you can't, something. So that's what I did. Like, I ended up like going late at night. I didn't go in the month of May. I was smart. I'm like, let me wait a little bit because if I go soon, it will look suspicious. So I went in June and I did that. And I remember I was on the phone with my friend at the time. I was like, "Hey, girl," and I had told her, and she had done a reading. I'm like, "Hey, like, can you do a reading to see like will I get in trouble?" She was like, "No, like you'll be fine. Just make sure that like." She's like, "Just call me." So I called her, and then we were talking, and the whole time I was on the phone with her, I was just, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna be smart with you. Like and the thing is like their next door neighbor has a security camera. So what I did was I went covered up with a hoodie at 2 in the morning, and then I went the other direction. So the way that I did it in a way that it didn't look like I was walking like in the direction where my house would be. I walked another direction, like the opposite way, so that if the camera caught it, they would have saw me walking in another direction. It wouldn't have looked like it would have come from, where I was living. So what I did was I ended up walking around to the other side of the street, and then it looked like I was coming from another direction, and then I just did that, pa pa pa. But I don't know what happened. I was kind of nervous because I was like, because my cousin, he didn't sleep. He was awake. He's a night owl. From when I was there, he was always up. So I was like, and he used to have friends over. But at the time, his friends weren't there. So I was like, thank God. But I ended up doing that to his tires. Like I was like, pa pa pa, and that was it. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous because sometimes the police do the police patrol that area. So I was like, shit, what if they see me? But he deserved it. The fuck? He lied. So I'm like, okay, you bitch, you want me to really break something? I got you. I will pop your tires. Like, you want to lie? And then, okay, I'm gonna really break something, man. So he deserved it because he lied on me, and then he got me kicked out, knowing that I didn't have a place to stay. And then my dog was ill. She was old. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what, bitch? I'm gonna get you back. And I wasn't gonna do spell work on him. I thought about it, but I was like, no, fuck that. I actually want to go and slash his fucking tire. Like, I want to physically do something. But I waited for like a month to do it. Because if I had done it like the next day or the week, would have looked suspicious. They would have been like, oh, is it him? But the thing was too, my cousin had a lot of beef with a lot of people. Like, a lot of people didn't like him. Like, my cousin, it's so weird. Like, I don't know what it was to my cousin's energy. Because when I was there, child, like, I remember one time he came home and he was bleeding. He was like, man, fuck that guy. He was like crying. I guess some guy actually like knocked him off his bike near where I was living with him he said for no reason. Maybe stop confessing online. Oh, I don't think he's watching shit. And this is last year, so it's like, imagine he's watching. He's like the third person watching my live. I don't know who's watching my live. I know it's you, Andreas, commenting. I don't know this other person's comment. It could be one of my stalkers too. Yeah, but I didn't want to wait. I'm like, that's too long because I'm like, I was so mad. I'm like, let me do it in June because I'm like, if I wait till October, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I want to get him back right away. So, Donatello, child, probably. That was another weirdo. Yeah, like girl, and that was during that time when like Donatello was stalking me, which was crazy too. But yeah, I wanted instant gratification because I didn't want to wait. I'm like, I want to do it now because blah 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 blah. So no, but the tea on my cousin is that like he literally like I don't know what it was. He What happened with Bella? Oh, so Bella was like already an old dog. So Bella was it was sad because when that happened with like my house, like she Bella was already blind. She was already old. but she still had a lot of energy. So she was fine for like the couple months up until May is when I noticed like she was coughing, and then and at the time it was very hot, so she already had started to decline. I had a feeling. I'm like, oh, I feel like she's gonna, leave us soon. I was hoping that it would be later though, right? I didn't think it was gonna be um around. She passed away in September. And what was sad was that she passed away the weekend that we were moving back into the house. So they finished the house in August, late August, and then in September, the first week, we were moving back in, and then she passed away. And that was like so devastating for me because I had her for I had her since 2012 when she was like 4. And then I was with her, she was, I was always around her, but more, especially those 7 months when my house burned down. So she was with me for 7 months every day. I don't know if y'all remember, I used to carry she never, when I was living with my aunt, she never wanted to be there. She would always cry for me to hold her. So I would take her with me everywhere I'd go, to different places. And that's how it was. Like, she was with me everywhere. Like, when I would go to the movies, I didn't take her inside, but I would go to get food, things. She would always be with me. She wanted to be around me. So, and in a way, like, it kind of like helped me with my situation, right? Because it's like I felt like, okay, me and Bella, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, how do I explain it? Like, she kind of helped me cope with the situation. So, yeah, but she passed away, like I said, in September. I think it was September 6th or 7th. Can I ask a yes or no? Support friends. And animals are very supportive, child. So yeah. Um that's what I got. But animals, guys, they teach you a lot. Animals are very supportive. They're better than people, guys. Like, they don't judge you. They love you unconditionally. They never betray you. They don't talk back to you. Like, they love you no matter what. So, yeah, animals are they're angels. They teach us a lot. And they rip open your arm. What do you mean? I deleted that person's message. I did not like their vibe. Something felt weird with that person. Jojo. I don't know, child. I muted them. I was like, their energy was weird. Sometimes I'll be feeling people's vibes. Like, they just have a weird vibe about them. I'm just like, I don't really. Especially sometimes I feel like that's my stalker. So it's like, maybe just my cat. Definitely, if I couldn't have kids, I would have a dog. Yeah. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, like for me, I don't know, I'm conflicted about getting a new animal. Like part of me wants to, but then it's like you just think no one can replace your dog, you know? It's like no one can replace like I don't know. I have a dog. Oh, a Siamese cat and two rabbits. That's cool. Yeah, right now I have three cats. One is outside and two are indoors. So I used to have a snowshoe cat that was kind of like a Siamese cat. Her name was Fiona. She had the most beautiful blue eyes. I just feel like the one that passed would want someone else to rescue it as well. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of even felt maybe this is weird or crazy, but I kind of even felt like maybe it was fated for. Okay, Andrea, you have a great night. Sleep well. Yeah, so. Yeah, I have to, because I want to go live again and do like the predictions at like 6, 7 in the morning, and then have to like leave the house at 10 to go somewhere. So I'll probably like do it at 7, 7:30, and then I'm only on for like 20, 30 minutes anyway, so we'll just do that. But yeah, like I could pre-record it. I just feel like the views, like I feel like if I go live, it's you get more, you gain as a channel, you get more um traction when you go live because then you boost your algorithm, and then people would rather watch it live sometimes than watch it later, so I think with any videos now, like any content creator, they should go live because, well, maybe go live and then when your channel gets to the amount that you want, then you can pre-record videos. But I feel like that really helps with getting subscribers and engagement, you know. So, like sometimes I feel like I'm shadow banned on YouTube. It's crazy to me. But right now it says 0 people watching, but you're commenting, so I'm like, who else is watching that I don't see? It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. You feel more connected because you can talk, you guys can interact versus pre-recording it's like you're just watching it but you don't really, you know, there's no interaction. So that's definitely a plus. So mhm. Yep. Well, silent watchers. Yeah. YouTube sometimes has crazy stalkers that you just don't even, you're just like, what? Like they're watching? Yep, they're watching you. So so yeah. But I'm gonna go to this mountains. They have snow and I'm excited. I'm so excited for the snow. It's like so fun. No, I have to do his private reading. I have to do his private reading, so but he has me on Instagram, so oh he knows I'll get to him when I'm done. We're at it's this place called Mountain High and it's yeah, it's called Mountain High. And it's like a ski resort slash snow place and they have like it's like a little community too. They have like little stores, places to eat, and it's basically you know, it's a ski resort. So I know it. Oh, you've been there? Yes, it's so nice. It's like past like Palmdale, Lancaster, going towards like Little Rock. I think you pass Little Rock and you go up this mountain and yeah, the last time I went there was 2 years ago on Christmas. So I'm excited. And then it was raining, you know, heavy like last week here. So there's probably a lot of snow up there. So I love that place so much though. Like, so cool. Yeah, you know, I went to Big Bear one time when I was in high school. I used to be in this youth group at church, and we went to Big Bear, and we were there for like a week. We stayed in this cabin during the summer. It was so pretty. I love Big Bear Lake. It's just really pretty. And that was Big Bear is full. Wait, have you been to a place called Hume Lake or have heard of it? I went there too when I was in my youth group at church, and that was far. That was like 7, 8 hours away. Big Bear, I think, is like 2 hours away from where I live, but it is pretty. Oh, okay. Yeah, Hume is, I don't know where Hume is at, honestly. But I was there for like a week. It was like a camp, and it was really pretty. It felt like a whole different state. It didn't even look like you were in California. It looked like you were been in like Oregon or Washington or something. See, I love like nature. I love forests. I don't like the big cities. I love like small towns, country towns. Like I don't like because I don't really. Big cities are okay, but I really love like nature and everything. So yes, it looks like Oregon. Like you would think you were like in Oregon or Washington State. Um, it's really pretty. I live in the country part of San Diego. Country. Oh, there's a country part? I've never been there. I've only been to downtown San Diego and I've been to the University of, wait, is it CSU San Diego? And I've been to SeaWorld. But Coyote Bobcats trees. Oh, let's see. You know a place I really love? Santa Paula. I was there last week, but I didn't go to the Billy Whack farm. Next time I'll go there. I love it. I just like the way it feels. Have you been to Fillmore? It's like it's like before. It's like okay, so you go Highway 126. It's like you have a little town called Piru where there's like Piru. Then you have Fillmore, and then after Fillmore is Santa Paula. And if you ever go to Fillmore, go to like this place called La Fondita. It's like a Mexican place. It is food is so good, and it's in downtown Fillmore. And oh my gosh, that's the best Mexican food I've ever had. I've eaten at a lot of Mexican restaurants, but the best enchiladas, tamales, they sell there. And they used to have this little ice cream place right by the little train, the where the trains used to be. Because they used to have Fillmore was known for its trains and its antique shops. But a lot of the antique shops closed down, so now they only have like they have like all type of stores. Yeah, it's really cute. If you like, and they do still have some antique shops, but it's limited. Then they have the railroad station where it used to be where they used to like ride the trains, and they used to have an ice cream place. It was really really cool. It was a tradition, like me and my dad when we were younger. When we were younger. Well, when I was younger, um, we used to go to like the Mexican restaurant, and we would go to the ice cream place, and it was really cool. But it's a small town, and I love small towns. I don't know what it is about small towns that I love. I just like that. It's just like an energy of charm to it. You know, it's almost like less is more. Small towns have a more simple feeling, and it's like you don't have this pressure. You're just kind of like more simple. So, Jammu. I have to look that up. Have you been to Acton, California? Acton is a little. It's very like gives me like Utah, Arizona vibes. Like it's very country by the mountains, and not a lot of places there either. Oh, okay. Yeah, honestly, Acton is okay. I mean, there's really not much to do there. There's a little gas station and a McDonald's and a few restaurants, but it is still a small town. Um, they do have this Mexican restaurant, and it's okay. It's not bad, but um, what about Agua Dulce? Do you know where that's at? It's near it's in Santa Clarita, and they have like the Vasquez rocks, which are famous, and allegedly there's like gold hidden in the canyon where I guess the guy hid the gold under the ground or something. Sounds familiar. Yeah. My uncle, he actually had a ranch there, and he ended up moving to like he was okay. So my uncle worked for like the police department, and he actually ended up moving to North Carolina, and he sold his ranch there. And we used to go there as a kid. They said we have parties, like in the Latino communities, like every time there was a party, every family would go. And yeah. Hey, oh, I used to date a guy in Santa Clarita. Yeah, yeah, it's nice. They have a little town there too. It's cute. It's like a small ranch community. Um, but yeah. So, but when I went on my date on Valentine's, I went with this guy. We went to the Grove in LA, and I haven't been to the Grove in years, so that was really nice. That was really nice. Yeah. Yeah, prior to that, I didn't go for like 2 years. Um, when I was a kid, I actually saw Lindsay Lohan there in the farmer's market, and I took her picture. That's when she had like, that's when her hair was like dark. She had dyed her hair like brunette, and she was really nice. But even as a kid, I'm like, she just seemed kind of sad, but she was really pretty. Bro doesn't read my comments. India. Yeah, and then I had actually seen who else did I see? Not at the Grove, but in Calabasas, the Commons. I've seen The Rock. I saw Black China in the mall, the Topanga Mall near Calabasas, when she was dating Tyga. I actually met her too, and I took a photo with her. That's when she had like the neon yellow wig. Um, I've seen Paris Jackson. Oh, I actually met um her cousin Dante Jackson. This was like a year ago when I was at the Topanga Mall, and I had my decks with me, and I had pulled some cards, and I was actually waiting for a friend, and I had brought my cards, and I was doing a reading in the food court. I was sitting down, and he had come up to me, and he was like, "Hey," I didn't know who this guy was, right? I was like, and he's like, "Hey, oh, I see that you do this." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that's cool. What's your Instagram?" So I gave him my Instagram, and I didn't know who this guy was. Okay, I was like, I thought he was just a normal guy. And then when I looked at his Instagram, his name was Dante Jackson. He had like a lot of fucking followers. I'm like, and I looked, and then I looked him up on Google, and I'm like, wait, he looks familiar. Well, I'm gonna tell you, how he looked in person at that time, he did not look like how he looked in his pictures on Instagram. Like when I saw him in person, I thought he was like an Arabian guy. He kind of looked like he was Persian or something. Um, but in his pictures, he looked biracial. And I'm like, he looks like the Jacksons. And then, yeah, I think he was a son of Tito or one of the, I don't know which one Jackson, but Michael Jackson was his uncle. And we never spoke like on Instagram. We just talked that one time at the mall. But he's also, I guess, spiritual. Yeah, like that was cool. Who else did I see? I've seen Kylie Jenner when she was at the movie theater with her friend. This was like years ago, for the premiere of Twilight. Um, I've seen Kourtney Kardashian. Wait, is Kourtney still dating Scott, or did they divorce? Because I remember when I saw her, she was with Scott at the Sephora buying makeup. And I've also seen who else did I see? I'm trying to think. I've seen Sylvester Stallone in Santa Monica. Um, oh, okay, the divorce. So this is when they were together, and I remember he was handsome. Let me tell you, and I don't really, I'm not really attracted to white guys, but he was good looking. But he had a lot of makeup on, which is kind of funny, because I feel like she was buying foundation for him too. He had like a lot of makeup on. He had blush on, and I was like, "Cha." There's nothing wrong with that. I wear makeup too, but it was just interesting at that time that he was like, Who else? Who else? There's someone else that I'm trying to think of. Oh, Victoria Justice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Travis Barker. Yeah. Um, Victoria Justice. My mom, my mom worked at a doctor's office in Encino for a pediatrician, and Victoria was a patient, and I had gotten her autograph that was when she, I think, had left Zoe 101, or I think she had started her show Victorious or something. Yeah. She was nice. But you never heard much about her. I don't know what she's at right now, what she's doing, but no, I think Demon left. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know, sometimes some of the people that get on here, I just don't like their vibe. Like that JoJo girl, I just muted her. Something fell off. I mean, you just don't know. Is it like one of your stalkers, or is it a weird person? Like, you just don't ever really know, you know? So, yeah, like sometimes I get a feeling from someone and I just, so. And then there was someone else that I met. So I met Lindsay, Victoria. Oh, Victoria said Jamie wasn't a nice person. She was like, she told me, well, she didn't tell me, but she was saying like how she said Brittany was weird. That was when she was dating. I think she was married to Kevin Federline. That they were kind of a strange couple. And she said that Jamie Lynn didn't like being there. Like, Jamie Lynn didn't want to be an actress, and that every time they would stop filming, she would just go her own way and be in her own, trailer and be separated. Like, she wasn't close to them. And which kind of makes sense, because even when I watched the show, like, she kind of did seem like she didn't really like acting, or she just didn't want to be there. Yeah, it is tea. And then did you hear that, like, that girl Alexa Nicholas, I think her name is, she starred on that show and they apparently were bullying her, and there was a whole fucking scandal about that. Like, Jamie Lynn and Victoria were bullying her, and even Brittany got in her face and yelled at her in the trailer because Jamie was saying that Alexa was bullying her, but Alexa said she never did that. It was the opposite way. Yeah, because even when I watched the show back, I'm like, yeah, like, she kind of didn't seem like she really, even when I saw, like, behind the scenes footage, like, she was kind of like there, like, she didn't seem like she really like the cast members, or she just kind of didn't really feel like, maybe she didn't really want to be there. Maybe she felt pressured, you know? I think being an actor is hard, you know, especially a child actor. It's like, what if you don't get along with your cast members and now you have to act like you like them and you really don't want to be there? And it's just like, mm. But they said Sylvester Stallone was very nice because saw him in Santa Monica, and my dad said he had a friend that worked at his one of his houses like for construction, and that he was very nice. Um, very nice guy. Who else? Who else? Who else can I think of? Yeah, the pedophiles. Yep. Dan Schneider. I'm surprised. Do you think he'll ever go to jail? Right. You know, there's a lot of pedophiles in Hollywood. You know, they always said that with Corey Haim, that Corey Haim, that when Corey Haim was molested, they always said that Charlie Sheen molested Corey Haim. And it makes kind of sense because Charlie has AIDS. Charlie was sleeping around with a lot of people, and it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I think he touched him, to be honest. I mean, allegedly. But I don't even think it's alleged. I think it's true. I feel like he did touch Corey Haim. Yeah. What do you think about like Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood? Do you think that he killed her essentially? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy. He got away with it. And the tea is that supposedly him and Christopher Walken had a little thing going on. And that they said Natalie saw something and she called him out on something that he did. Well, Robert Wagner definitely, I think, is bisexual. But a lot of actors are, like, a lot of male actors are bisexual. Like, I think Sammy Davis Jr. was bisexual. And James Dean was also, I believe, bisexual. Salminio was openly bisexual. He opened up, like, I think in the 70s. And then, I don't know, child. Yeah. And you know it's crazy, like when you look at her, like her story, apparently her when she was a little girl, her mother went to a fortune teller and said that she would die drowning, that Natalie would die young, and that her death would be of a drowning, and look what happened. It's crazy. Then it makes you wonder, like, is the way you die predestined? Like, is that already fated? So, like, yeah, she drowned. She was right, right? She fell and she drowned, and that's how she died. It's like spirit will give us blocks of information, but then you think, put two together, well, if that's her death, then that means that she was supposed to die like that. Yep. For me, I believe your death is predestined. Like, I think some people are destined to get murdered, and I feel like when you die, that's your time. Like, how you die. Like, for example, if you die tomorrow, you know, like you don't wake up from your sleep or you die, I don't know. I just feel like how you die is it was your time. I think when you die, you die. That's your time. I don't really think that there's accidental deaths, even if it's deemed an accident. I feel like that was your time. That's what I believe. So I think like if you die getting murdered, that was probably you were supposed to die like that. Or if you die of old age or a heart attack or you get pneumonia, any cause of death, there's so many ways, guys, you can die. Like there's so many causes of death. Suicide, homicide, even as small as you get an infection and you can die. It's just crazy. I would like to die in my sleep. Yeah, if you're meant to die in your sleep, you will. But if you're meant to die, for me, I would rather die in my sleep. I wouldn't want to die murdered. I always said my biggest fear would be getting murdered or dying on a plane, like a crash. That would be terrible. Or fire, getting burned. I think that's also, I would hate to get burned and die. Like, I don't want to die violently. Yeah, I mean, if I died, I mean, I think, I mean, yeah, I guess it's not good to drown. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep actually. I need to actually finish writing these notes down and then I'll get some rest. All right, guys. Well, guess I'll just get that done and then I'll go to sleep. All right, good night and you're welcome. Good night. Good night.